Hey, what's going on, everybody?
Welcome back.
Thinking
Welcome back.
Game Podcast. Hit the theme music. Do this back end real quick. Share it on my page. So, how the week go, bro?
We like weeks be weekend, right? But it's spring break, but you don't feel it because we got jobs.
I
Ain't no
feel it because
spring
I'm in
break from your
school.
job.
I feel it because I had to do the homework. I kind of caught up on everything.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
felt
yeah.
it.
So
Yeah,
if
I
you ain't
felt
in
it.
school, you know what I mean.
Boy.
Big ups to you. But
So,
the kids out of
welcome.
school running around.
Yeah, for sure. So, guys, welcome to the Thinking Game Podcast, where we give information to give insight on life as a regular adult. Sometimes information can make the difference, whether you make a decision or not. Sometimes you don't have all the information, you make a decision, or you can have all the information and you bypass the decision. That's something you got to think about. Subscribe to the channel. Help us power up. Help us grow. Let's change the game. Think, learn, and laugh. And while we're talking about sometimes information can make the difference, I saw this on Facebook. Let me know what you think, bro. Said a man proposes to his woman with the receipt of her 70K student loan debt being paid in full in the place of a ring. She thanks him, but says she still requires a ring before getting married. What is she? A, reasonable, B, ungrateful, C, smart, or D, dumb? What you think, bro?
I'm a little bit, I'm a little bit on her side, but I would go with ungrateful. I understand tradition and things like that. You know, if you want to be married, you want to be married a certain way. But do you want to be trapped in that tradition? Like my sister got a wedding, but she still
Mhm.
got 70K of debt. You know what I mean? So you gotta look at what you're actually getting in replace of that just traditional storybook or by the book proposal and marriage. People always say they want a man to be thoughtful and be original and put some thought into it, originality, and he did that. You know what I mean? And he still felt some type of way with her response.
The real question is, what is the man? A, smart, B, dumb, C, stupid, or D, just an idiot, or E, all of the above.
Maybe just a little bit ignorant. Like he's on one page for sure, and she's on a completely different thing. But if somebody can just say, "Oh, thanks," but if there's a but behind anybody giving me, there wouldn't be a but behind somebody giving me 70K. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you, but no buts. Not thank you, but I'm gonna
because
need this. You know.
when we talk about the thinking game and information, right, the thing you got to think about is what information did he use to process the decision and say, you know what, instead of buying her a ring, I'm going to pay her student loan debt off. Like, what drove him to that decision? You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes
See,
people don't think that's a choice. Something led you to that point to make that choice. You know what I'm saying? And
I,
I
I
don't
think
know
he was
what
looking
what
at it from going into the marriage. I want to be in the marriage debt free. I want to free you of this chain of debt. You know what I mean? His thought process, and I think it's a smart process on his behalf. Maybe overestimating uh, what she wants, and I think sometimes as a leader, you got to give the people following you, his future wife,
Blake,
what they
ready to die.
need versus
Blake,
what they
ready to
want.
die.
She want a ring and she want a wedding, but she needs that 70K debt off her plate. You know what I mean? But you,
He could have gotten a ring, gotten married, and paid off the debt after they got married. Right or wrong?
you're correct. But even like I
See,
did
they go to
something
butt. Remember,
similar.
you just said if it's a butt after, you just said they go to butt
Yeah,
after, right?
exactly. But I mean, this
Butt, right?
situation they're in, right? but I'm not receiving the gift. You know what I mean? And it's not my choice. But he wanted to go into the marriage unbinded by debt. You know
So
what I
did he
mean? He
talk to
believed
her
that
about
part.
that? Did he talk to her about that? It sounded
But
like he didn't.
they say you
She had
want
to go to
if you
butt.
need to be if you want to be a leader, you just gotta follow your first
You
mind and do what's logical.
said, do you want to be a leader or a smart leader? I
I
mean,
mean,
you're
he
not
did,
married to her yet. You're not even married to. Now she can just walk away. You're not even married to her yet.
but he
So
did another
that's like
but.
investing in Bitcoin. That's like investing in Bitcoin. Then you lose the money.
Yeah, but he's this is the if you think about that as an investment, that's not a smart one. But he's doing
No.
it unconditionally. He doesn't need the guarantee of marriage or the guarantee of her staying forever to do something kind for her. You know, maybe that's not a good business decision, but his heart told him to do that, whatever that means.
He just lost 70K in a minute.
In a minute, you
All right,
know,
one more topic. Draymond Green. Did he give in to temptation last night? Last night it was. I think we was eating and we were watching the game, and it was. I think a dude dunked on him or something like that. He kind of that's what the first picture is. He kind of got mad and kind of put the hands on his chest, and then I think he got into it with the ref. The other guy, the coach did. So while Draymond was standing on the sideline trying to talk to the ref, Bang walked up and I don't know if he slapped his hand or touched his hand, but when he did that, he kind of snapped too. But the thing is, this happens in real life too. Sometimes when you in the
yeah.
RPMs, you gotta be very careful. Everything around you is heightened. You know what I'm saying? I mean, when you in high RPMs, that's why people be saying it's okay to be mad. It's okay, but it could cost you though. At the same time, you gotta be careful, man, because your reactions are different when you're mad. You look at things different when you're mad, and there's a temptation there. Because I mean, he probably could have stole on dude for touching his hand. I mean, some people have done that. They react that fast. But go ahead, I'll tell you another angle too that
No.
people
I mean,
use.
there's nothing wrong with getting mad. But that doesn't
Hmm.
justify your actions after you're mad. You can be mad,
Right.
but you don't have to respond or you don't have to have an action to match that anger.
Yeah, but
Um,
how many people can exercise that discipline while they mad though? If you
yeah,
could do it
not
percentage wise.
exactly, not a lot. You know what I mean? You gotta be experienced with handling anger. But if all of us have
Yeah.
been mad since the kindergarten. We've been
Oh, for
getting
sure.
mad. It's an emotion we're, especially those guys. You know, he almost 40.
Yeah. Probably almost
Yeah,
40,
you know
yeah.
what I mean?
Something like
Like
that. About
you've been,
36.
I've been mad a lot of times in my life, and I've never, been killed anyone or, done
Yeah,
unreasonable
when you
harm
in
to
a
somebody.
crowd though, it's different though when I'm not taking up for him, but I'm saying it's different when you in a setting where there's a lot of people around you and you mad. Most time when you regular, if you smart, when you get mad, you kind of separate yourself from the situation. You know what I'm saying? Kind of, go blow it off somewhere. But
You're correct.
just
I
like
think,
just like in the hood though, just like when we in the gates. You know what I'm saying? If you're around a crowd of dudes, and you get mad and they gassing you up and egging you on. You know what I'm saying? It's different because sometimes the perception is I can't walk away. You know what I'm saying? Even
well,
though
the
I'm in the
rule,
RPMs.
hey, you know what I mean? That's when you got to really, really think you need
Yeah,
to act on this because
yeah,
it happened today. It can happen every day if you don't take the proper action.
yeah,
So, sometimes, like, on a basketball court, maybe it's not life or death, but it can affect your quality of life. You know what I mean? If people
yeah,
think you soft, they're gonna run up in your house.
yeah.
So,
That's true.
but with
Yeah, that's the
him, with
thing
his
too. Yeah,
reputation, sometimes somebody does something to you, he feels like he got to get back or get back harder.
yeah,
You guys a millionaire. He's got to kind of let some of that stuff go. And I was an enforcer, and I understand being the backbone of your team, being an enforcer and things like that on your basketball team to protect your stars, uh, to set the tone. But it's going to cost you money, and
yeah. Some cost you money for sure. Then another thing is the angle that people use to get you is they know that you got strikes against you, so they try to agitate you on purpose. Happens in
Yeah.
sports, happens in life, everywhere. Happen at the job. They know you on your last strike. You you know you get one more disciplinary action, you fired. So it seems like every manager is trying their best to try to get you to break. You know what I'm saying? Saying some of the most flagrant stuff. You know what I'm saying? And you got to be careful about mindful of those things. You know what I'm saying? People know, even in the hood, like they know if you doing stuff or you out there in the streets, you can't call the cops when you doing street activity. You got to handle it right there. Don't handle it at all and deal with the consequences of that. Or handle it and probably get 25 years. You know what I'm saying? And I got a situation that came up. I was in the news. I was looking at the news. Matter of fact, it might be the next slide. Hold on. Yeah, next slide. Um, According to THV News, a Little Rock man possibly loses his corporate position based on a choice. I put based on a choice. So they were serving a warrant. The subject in the investigation, now identified as, I should have took his name out, as 53-year-old, I'm not even going to say his name, allegedly shot at the agents, striking one of them. That's when authorities said that a second agent then returned fire at the subject. Sometimes, man, you got to really slow down and think about what you're doing, man. Like, I don't know if dude's still living, man, or not. I don't know, but this dude was a chairman at the airport. Like he had like a really nice, probably a nice position, bro. This wasn't no dude working at Walmart. You see what I'm saying? And what we trying to tell the young kids, when you do stuff like this and it hit the news, this is the aftermath right here. The Clinton National Airport Commission Chairman Bill Walker released a statement announcing that Tom Clark has been elevated from deputy executive director to executive director because of the person's incident. So pretty much he just lost his job instantly. There is no, let's see what happens when he come back to work. He's done.
Or
He ain't
or
got no job no more.
or what the trials say. A lot of people say
Yeah,
that. Well, I was proven
yeah.
innocent. Well, they're not gonna. They don't have to by
It's a
law. They
wrap.
don't have to give you your
No.
job back,
Right.
and things like that. So you got to think about that. You know, well,
Yeah,
it's
it's a
my
PR.
house, and they didn't identify themselves when they ran in the busted in my
Okay.
door. You got to
Okay.
think about that too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm thinking about like
Mm-hmm.
at my house. You know, if somebody they was doing like a couple years ago, they was doing these pranks called swatting. They're called
Mm-hmm.
SWAT on
Yeah.
you. You know, I'm not doing anything legal. So
Mm-hmm.
illegal. You know what I mean? See, if somebody busts down my door, you know,
Yeah.
I keep my shotgun handy. So I shoot one of those dudes, and it's a SWAT team. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I shot a police officer for busting in my house for no reason. Because
Right.
somebody played a prank on me. I got to think about that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I can't just say, well, they broke in my house. Well, that was a federal agent, you know what I mean, that broke in your house.
Yeah.
And
Then
now
they
I
hit the
got
newspaper.
well they said police. They said police, you know what I mean? They were wearing police uniforms. It looked all black to me, you know what I mean? They're gonna
Yeah.
fire me.
Yeah.
And then hopefully I can get a
They're not
job.
even. Yeah. I'm pretty sure dude probably get another job, but the thing is, man, when that stuff hit the news, man, so I'm trying to tell kids you gotta be careful what you do out there, even on Facebook and stuff. You know, you want to be on there, you want to be on there with the gun, saying, and then your manager see that or your job see that, exercise the moral clause or the PR clause on you, which is pretty much public relations. You got to realize, man, you're working for a brand, and you're a brand. You know what I'm saying? So you got to realize that. And then this is the nice part. This is how they quietly fire you. Today's incident saddens us, and we pray for everyone involved. Walker said, as the chairman of the Little Rock Municipal Airport Commission, I have named Tom Clark, the airport's deputy executive director, as acting executive director. The airport's day-to-day operations continue as normal. That pretty much means you're fired, buddy. When you read that in jail or wherever you're in the hospital, you're done. You don't even got to call us. We're going to continue operation as normal.
Yes.
And boy, that's pretty crazy. That's why you got to be careful, man, what you do out here, man. Because, boy, it hit the news, boy. It's a wrap, man. Boy. And then, dude, when the feds, don't they knock on your door? Do they just kick your door in? When they kick your door in?
If it's a sneak warrant, if they or a raid or whatever, if they think somebody's in danger inside, or you may be able to destroy the evidence, they got to get in there quick.
Yeah.
Allow nothing to be in your life that you cannot walk out on in 30 seconds flat if you spot the heat around the corner.
All right. Life lessons, temptations. How important is choice when dealing with temptations? What you think about that?
Some of them easier, some of them hard.
Yeah.
You got to figure out what you want, and then once somebody
Everybody's
else figure
temptation is
out
different.
what you want, temptation is different to everybody. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Some people can be easily, sexually manipulated to go over there because a woman look good or a man look good. They can be swayed. Some people, temptation is money, drugs, alcohol, substances, greed, position. You know what I mean? What shady stuff are you willing to do to get that promotion? You know what I mean? Are you willing to take
video?
Are you willing to take that for the next hit record?
I'm gonna find something for you. I think when he's talking about choice, if people would even tell me what you, let me find it. I gotta find that video. But what I'm saying is the choice that lead up to it. Sometimes, you don't realize the choice that you made before you got into it, and being able to, oh man, I gotta find. I don't even know. I can't even remember the name of it now. I should have saved it. Wait, did I save it? But yeah, you gotta be able to know that this temptation is before you. Sometimes when you're young, it happens fast, but as you get older, you would think that, common sense would be like, okay, I've been down this road before. I don't want to go down this road again. You know what I'm saying? I kind of know where this road going. So even when a new temptation comes, you just got foresight now because you didn't bump your head enough. And you be like, you know what? I don't think this is worth it. You know what I'm saying? I'm a pass on that. You know what I'm saying?
Because when you're younger, you move off impulse. You know what I mean? You don't know what's gonna happen. Like it's happened to you 3 times. You it's a choice. Now you know if I make this choice, if I choose door A, this is what's gonna come with it. So which door do I want to choose? I know what's behind it. I know what's gonna come of it. It's gonna feel good today, and it's gonna be a price to pay tomorrow, or I can do this way route. You know what I mean? So it's more of a choice once you have that knowledge.
Is this it? Let me see. Hold on. This might be it. But yeah, this temptations come in all shapes and forms too. Sometimes people think about drugs, they think about the big stuff. Sometimes it's the little stuff that hold on, let me see. Let me turn this up a little bit. Let me see. It's the little stuff, like just even like financial temptation, right? You're supposed to pay them bills. But then you still want to, go out and buy I did that when I was younger. Instead of paying the bills, you go buy some Jordans or something. Then you got to pay the bill, you know what I'm saying? The stupid stuff, you know what I'm saying?
And then you're like hoping and praying that the extra dollar don't come. Yeah. I hope they don't take it out on fifth. They always take it out on fifth.
But pretty much I seen it was a pastor. He told his congregation. He said that in verbatim, he said that when you get addicted to drugs, you made a choice to try it, because if you could go back and trace back, there was a point in time when you didn't have no drugs in your system. Nobody's born an addict, no drugs in your system. You wasn't high, you were sober, but you made a choice to try it, and it cost you years of your life. It cost you 15 years of your life to get sobriety, get to that point of sobriety. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes people try to blame everybody else, but looking at the choice that they made, you know what I'm saying? And I think that's the accountability. Being accountable is not being judged. And people say, don't judge me. No, you got to be accountable too, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes that's the harsh truth about life, is being accountable, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah, and then it's like the ignorance of it, like, right? So a lot of people, and I'm watching certain shows, documentaries or whatever. about, some people they smoked weed before. You know what I mean? They know what that entails.
Right.
But they thought they was going to be able to try crack and put it down.
Mm.
And crack is not like that. And if they would have known, they tell themselves, if I had known crack was going to be like this, I would have never tried it.
But see, here's the thing,
And
though.
then people say, well, you shouldn't have never tried any drugs. You shouldn't have tried weed, alcohol, or whatever the case may be.
Right.
And in the ideal world, we wouldn't need anything. We wouldn't need alcohol. We wouldn't need drugs. We wouldn't need weed or heroin or crack.
I mean, you don't need any of it. It's just up to you if you want to try it. It's your choice. Like, it's a choice.
Yeah.
You think it's automatic or you think it's a choice?
No, I mean, these things are available. Sometimes people choose to eat bacon or lobster. And
exactly.
like
it's the same thing like choosing to eat bacon. Like,
I'm agreeing with. I'm agreeing with you.
Yeah.
People do these things. You know what I mean? Nobody should be obese. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. That's another thing. People just talk about drugs and stuff, but knowing that you teetering with diabetes or something, but you still eating too much sugar. You got to regulate your eating habits. You know what I'm saying? But the temptation, you know what I'm saying? That frosted honey bun. I'm talking to myself. I'm talking to myself.
They're always talking about like, well, hey, I developed an eating disorder because of emotional factors in my life. Nobody chooses to be anorexic or bulimic. So nobody chooses to be schizophrenic. So it's a lot of factors that key into whatever the situation may be. But a normal person with a normal life, hey, I'm going to try this one time, and then they end up on a road of an addict. Now I've seen a crackhead before. I've seen what a crackhead will do. Yes. So with that knowledge, I don't even want to try. I don't even want to be in a room with situations like that because of the knowledge I have on that situation.
Crazy out there, man. Like I say, you think about prescription drugs. I don't know how people do it, man. If the doctor gave me something, man, it made me want to throw it. I couldn't even take it.
That's the slippery slope.
Yeah.
Like I say, I have been immune to that. I don't like the way they make me feel. I've took oxy.
So is discipline a choice? Is discipline a choice?
Yes. No, but listen. Being chemically addicted to something a doctor gave you is completely different. You know what I mean?
So you can't. So you think that can overcome your?
We cannot speak. We cannot speak on it because I've taken them. I've taken Percocet, and I don't have a problem with them. I can take them when I run out. Matter of fact, I still get some. I never finished the bottle. They make me go to sleep. I don't like the feeling. But it's another thing I can get in, details about the chemicals in a person's brain, but whatever. But I don't have a problem with it. The same person can be 50 years old, 60 years old, and they take them, and they have to have them now. Like, they didn't know they were going to be addicted to the medicine the doctor gave them for their knee surgery. Like I said, I had a lady that I used to work with, had a bad car accident. She started taking them, had to have them, started stealing from a job to out of the little medicine cabinets and stuff to get them. Ended up trying meth and all that stuff just to try to chase that high. I don't think that was that person's choice, but to be addicted to what the doctor gave her. So
the first time she took it, she got addicted.
No. What happens is you take them like 2 every.
So it's kind of like we're in a commercial. How many licks do it take to get to the center of the Tootsie Pop?
So you take them 2. You take them 2 every hour,
3,
and then
4, 5, 6.
Now we're logically talking. We're approaching this addiction like it's a thing that they're choosing to do.
No, what I'm saying is, I guess you have to ask a doctor this. Maybe we can get a doctor to come here and talk about it. Does a person know that they're going down the path? Like you think about with gambling. Let's talk about gambling, right?
Now, this is a good one. Now, yeah.
They'll go to the casino, right?
Is more of a choice.
So, but some people say it could be just like drugs, though.
Yeah, but
You think so?
let's say, so when you start taking alcohol or drugs and the doctor prescribes them to you for like 30 days and then you run out. Well, you've had that in your system for 30 days. You start going through withdrawals, physical like discomfort because you don't have that substance
here's
that
the
doctor
question.
gave you.
Now, here's the question. When you start going through withdrawals, do you make a choice to try to get help to stop, to get through the withdrawals, or do you make a choice to go back and get the pills?
Get some more.
That's the why. See, that's the fork in the road. No, I'm just saying that's the fork in the road.
I mean, I've never had to deal with that type of physical pain. Or like, I mean, when I don't drink caffeine if I drink caffeine for a month and I have Cokes every day, and then that third day of not having Cokes, I start having headaches and whatever, I take a little hit, but and that's it. But I can't speak for those people. The urge will be stronger.
I'm just bringing up the awareness, like the choice, like the choice. You have like a logic chart, right? 1, 2, 3. You know what I'm saying? But
hey, but like
think about casino. Going to the casino. How many does a person know that they get addicted? They just sitting there pulling the slide, just pulling the.
If it was easy, everybody would do it, right? But
what's that? Yeah, I feel you. I understand. But if you can break down the process, I guess that's what I'm trying to say. If you could break down the process of you, the pattern of you know what I'm saying? Like some people are curious. Their curious level, or if you had like Madden, what their curious level would be like 99. If you know you are 99 and curious, it's some stuff you just don't even need to be around. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. But some people act like they don't know, or maybe they don't know that about themselves. You know what I'm saying?
But like, and I mean, I'm like, okay, like, and I think the gambling thing, you don't get addicted when you're pressing a little button, or
you don't know. You just said you can't speak for them.
No,
you don't know, right?
No, I don't. But what I've heard about I mean, this is the rebuttal of what I'm saying to myself.
Yeah.
I'm adding information into my statement, but
yeah, for sure.
But when you it's the winning, the high of winning, the feeling.
Oh yeah, high risk, high reward. Yeah, for sure.
So like you don't care if you just shooting dice and you losing or whatever. It feels bad, but that one time you win, it's just like the that risk reward thing. And you get that reward, and you just want to get that. You just want to get that feeling again. You know what I mean? And sometimes it ain't even about the money with some of these people. You know what I mean?
About to win the money in a minute.
Boy, they got 100,000. They still let it ride. So,
man, I've heard people though, man. We was younger, just people that went to the casino, they won like 50,000 and lost it all back. They think they gonna win 100, dude. You gotta know.
Well, if I won 50, I know I can win 100. It's just I just gotta double my money. And then when they let you stay at their hotel all night, free drinks, you know what I mean? You're gonna lose some.
I know people too that worked at liquor stores. They used to tell me like it was people that would come to liquor so much they would come there when the liquor store would open. Like if the liquor store opened at 9, they would be there like 8:30, 8:40. Waiting on the liquor store to open. You know what I'm saying? And that's pretty tough, man. And then I think there's something to think about for the youth. You get addicted to something like that, like alcohol. You try to get off of it, your body becomes dependent. Your body is shut down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, your heart rate.
You got to think about it before you try it. You got to think about that. Are you willing to go down this journey? You know what I'm saying? If I do this, am I willing to? Because you don't know. That's the thing about addiction too. You don't know you addicted to something until you actually try to buy something that's not even worth trying it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, until you stop, man, you be drinking alcohol every day for 30 days, even if it's a beer, a glass of wine, and then you stop on the last day, get the sweating, heartbeat beating.
Ready to die. Blade, ready to die.
And then you start buying cheap stuff. What was it? Keystone Ice. A 15-pack of beer. probably $8, man. Wonder why you
15.
can't stop drinking it, man. Man,
That's
this is no
pretty.
lie, bro. I was taking the kids to get donuts, right? I think it was on the north side, and I went to the gas station to get them something to drink. It was a dude buying a 30 pack of Key Lite ice, man. It was like 9 o'clock in the morning, man. I can't make this up, man.
You got to make it through the day.
It ain't funny, but it's like at 9 o'clock, man. You can't wait to noon, man. You just gotta go at 9 o'clock.
I seen a
Man, that's
dude.
early, man. That's
I seen a
early, man.
nurse. I seen a nurse in an intensive care unit pull out.
Had a deuce in the paper.
No, he pulled out like some scope or Listerine. I think it was Listerine.
Oh, he put okay. I see where you're going.
And he rinsed his mouth out, but he drunk it.
You sure it was Listerine though? It
could be.
So White Irish Rose.
It could have been a little bit of vodka in the a peppermint schnapps and mixed in with it, but he just
powered up, man. He had to power up. It was crazy when you addicted. You don't think about like when you do this. Now you smell like vodka, man. It's all.
And
it don't smell like mouthwash. Vodka do not smell like mouthwash, bro.
They said vodka ain't got no smell. I was like, well, if you to you're alcoholic, sir.
Oh man, for real. So the temptations of wanting money can blind decision making. I think we see this all the time. You see it like either in dating or you see it in just somebody's personal life. You see people say, they growing up in a destitute situation, you kind of lose your moral compass, or if there's such a thing, and you don't think about reality. It's like what's in front of you right now. You know what I'm saying? You kind of lose that grip on reality. You know what I'm saying? You would think that nobody would want to be a kingpin anymore, but there's still dudes that make that attempt. You know what I'm saying? They still doing it. You know what I'm saying?
And the weird thing is they want to be known for it. Like,
yeah.
If I was a murderer, I don't want nobody to know I'm a murderer.
Most killers though they don't go around professing that they killers though. The real ones that we grew up.
But that's the only thing about this crime, that they want to be known and like I want to spread the money around.
But I think when you sell drugs, it's hard not to be known because you got to meet with people, you got to make deals and stuff. Especially when you're at the top, you got a wholesale. I mean, you almost have to know everybody gonna know you're doing it. Though. It's hard to do that and not be known that you're doing it.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to get good salesman, period. Without that,
yeah.
But
think about with dating, right? Some girls want money, so they try to date guys that's rich. So they try to do everything to attract the rich guy with BBLs. You're not thinking about your health. You wear outside your hair. You wearing hair all the time. You wear so much hair, you don't even know what your real scalp look like. You know what I'm saying? Dudes do it too.
Hairline be looking like mine. Shine.
Yeah, dudes do it too. Try to attract the rich woman. They get the blackout. You know what I'm saying?
I need some dress for me and myself.
Like, dude, just cut it off, man. It's like they have patches and stuff, so they just black it out to make it look full. Just cut it off, man. Don't even worry about it.
We had to do it in my old job. It looked like he was wearing a electric tape helmet, like a skull cap, like he taped it on. It's like
still as helmet.
I want to spray some water on it, like
oh man,
like Jerry Curl, like King Ivory World. My activator, but it's crazy. And another thing too, the thing about money is justified. So if you're trying to get the bag, it's okay to treat your family bad or not see your wife, not spend time with your kids because I'm hustling trying to get the bag. He sold drugs. He had to kill somebody. It's okay because he was just trying to get his money. He was trying to hustle.
Right.
He didn't have other opportunities, this and that. So everything is justified over money. Now, nobody gonna justify you being a crackhead, but selling crack, it's okay. You know what I mean? Because you're getting the money.
I think it's kind of always, for the person who got no sense, it's kind of always been like that, though. It seems like money has always been like the blinding factor. It blurs the line of what, how people get down and stuff like that. Because even you know what I'm saying?
Even OG Steve Harvey said, man, he had to go out and get the money to provide for his family So that justified him being absent from his family or not being a present father. That justified it because he was getting the bag.
Well, if you're in a corporate career and you're at a high level, I think it's almost kind of like a trade-off. Unless you got a job that pays you that much, but
Yeah, I
most
mean,
jobs that pay,
it's
yeah, there is
everything.
a trade-off.
Everything is okay if the money pays off at the end. It balances out everything. I mean,
You think
hopefully it's
so?
not illegal,
Yeah. Right.
but
Exactly. If you go
you
to jail,
can't
yeah, for
be
sure.
on the upper level and still be a good father, a good Christian, good man. Something's
I think you
going to be
can.
laid on the
I think
wayside.
if you got a good family unit, I think if you got a good family unit and y'all both understand what's the scenario, I think you can. It just depends on the people involved. I think it's on the parties involved. But you know,
Hey, but guess what? If you can't do it, and you have to give up your relationship with God, your relationship with your kids, your relationship with your family, it's okay.
I don't think
It's
you got
about
to give up
marriage.
your relationship with
No,
God to be
you don't
successful
have to.
corporately.
You don't have to, but it's okay if you do, because you get in the bag.
No, I don't know about you.
No,
I
I
guess
mean,
that's how people think.
no,
Yeah, I
no,
know what
no.
you're saying.
That's
That's how
what
people
people
think. That's how
think.
people think. Yeah, for
That's
sure,
just,
for sure. I see what you're saying. I see what you're
that
saying. Yeah.
that's socially acceptable nowadays.
Because that's
You know,
what
and
things
of
that
course
girls
you
don't think
can.
about. Yeah. When you want to date a guy that got the money, you don't think about like how much time it takes for him to generate. Because it's not about money; it's about generating money. I never care about money. It's about how do you get to the point where you could generate money. You know what I'm saying? But that's like I was telling somebody at Euler, man. When you in the inner city, you just don't know about those kind of jobs that you're generating money. Like you hear about a lawyer, but you don't understand that lawyers, they go to these trials, they generate money at a high clip. You know what I'm saying? Making, one case may get you $10,000, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Versus working a regular job, one check may not even be $1,000, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
So
then it's the hours. Those hours aren't always 9 to 5 either. You know what I mean?
yeah,
You being a lawyer, you don't hustle, you don't eat. So
yeah, yeah. But guess the thing though, do you, I talk about this all the time. Me and my wife talk about this. You can sit at home. We both work regular jobs. You can work the 9 to 5 life, or you can get to a level in corporate life where you can actually do some things. Because if you work the 9 to 5 life, you're not going to make enough to be able to invest and save. You're going to make enough just to be stable. Agree or disagree?
I disagree. It's some regular salaries that are pretty high in
What's
where
a
you
regular
live.
salary? What's a regular salary that's pretty
You
high?
can't, man. Man.
What's a
I mean,
number?
I know a
What's a
dude who
number?
works. I mean, for example, I know a person who lives in the Little Rock area, which
Right.
is very cost of living is pretty good.
Yeah.
I think he makes like 125, and then his wife makes
So he worked
about
9 to 5, but he worked nine
yeah,
to five.
yeah. He go to
So he
work.
don't never have to do nothing extra. He don't take his laptop home with him or nothing.
I don't know about the
Yes.
man's personal life,
Yes.
you know what I mean?
Yes.
But if the position he is,
I bet you answer
well,
emails when he at home. I bet you answer emails when he at home.
hey, that's your opinion on this
There's
man.
nothing wrong with it. Yeah, I'm
I
just
don't
saying.
think
When you
nothing
get to that
wrong.
level.
Hey,
Yeah.
I understand nothing wrong. Hey, he works.
Right.
He goes to a place, open at 9, close at 5. You know what I mean?
But this is all about the profession. But there is jobs like that out there. But you got to understand that it's not like working a regular 9 to 5 though, as far as the time demand and stuff like that. It could change.
Now, you can aim for that, and I don't think you should expect, you know what I mean, making 6 figures in the 9 to 5. Even in tech, you know what I mean, stuff that you can do after, and I know travel nurses, you know what I mean, they work nights, sometimes, and it's 12-hour shifts that they're working, you know what I mean, and it's shift work. They get a paid high hourly, but the toll on your body, that's not a regular job.
Yeah, because you have to make sure you get your rest. You got to make sure, your health wise, you're in good shape. Because I don't think people realize when you work in a hospital, working that night shift 12 hours, man, some days you feel good, but some days it's brutal, man. You could be dog tired. Something happened at home. Now you've been up all day because something crazy happened. Now you got to work that 12-hour shift at night. Man,
and
it's
then
crazy.
even coming home, if you work 12, you're going to need at least And the minimum, you're
At
gonna need
least.
6 hours straight to sleep. So
Yeah,
that whole day
easy.
is wasted. So you basically work 24 hours.
Right.
Because a lot of people are gonna go to work, go home, sleep, wake
Yeah.
up, go to work.
And just think
You know
about
what I
this.
mean?
People that want to marry doctors, we talking about time and money, right? Marry a doctor. How much time do it take to be a doctor? They're gonna take from you to be a doctor. You
Yeah.
making probably 200 or 200,000 above, but you got to be able. When we was in ER, the doctor had to stay on campus. He pretty much stayed in the room, right?
Yep.
Well, 48 hours was it? When they call him out the room or something like that. But you pretty much there for 48 hours, and then you probably got some other stuff you doing. If you got to practice, you got to be there. You know what I'm saying? So. Yeah, man, it's pretty crazy.
You do all that schooling, but then you still have to work hard. So choosing your profession or trade or whatever you want to do is very important. You got to know what that is, because you know what I mean.
What easy job you think pays good money before we move to the next one? What easy job you think pays good money?
I mean, I hate to sound like this. Is what do you consider easy? You know what I mean? Some people like working with their
I can see that.
Some people like, working with. Some people like tech stuff. Oh well, I work. I can just design cybersecurity or whatever. I can do web development. I make websites all day, and I like that. That's fun for me. You know what I mean? But looking at lines of code and programming and stuff like that, that's hard work.
Yeah.
I mean, that's your job. So
yeah,
I think anything.
It's not manual labor. I think that's the thing. Like manual labor jobs, you know what I'm saying? Your body only can last like at a high level for so long.
I mean, some people like, like not like busting rocks or lifting stuff. You know what I mean? They might like, putting together HVAC units or repairing little things here and there. You know what I mean? Long as they don't have to. I mean, look, that's not me, but you know what I mean? A lot of people.
But what I'm saying is you still got to lift. You still got to carry.
I've answered phones at a desk for Verizon. And you think that, oh man, you in the air conditioning, you just talking to people all day, man, that'll suck your soul right out of your body.
But it's not the job, it's the people, the personalities though, right?
Yeah, I mean,
the process is easy. The process is easy. It's dealing with personality. That's what sucks.
I mean,
but I'm saying, like, when you got jobs where you gotta use your muscles, like how when you get to a certain age, man, you just don't have the same power that you had, when you was in your 30s and 20s.
Every time you use your muscles, stay out of your comfort zone. Every time you use your muscles, they get stronger. And it's just like mental and emotional muscles.
But it loses density as you get older, though. Loses density as you get older, though. That's the thing.
Yeah, but keep working them is going to keep you stronger and younger longer than some 300-pound dude sitting behind a desk on data entry. So, I mean, you got to pick your poison.
Definitely a lot of those going on too. So, go to our next slide. What happened? Living in an environment with both sides, blue collar and crime. Like, how does this affect kids growing up? I think a lot of times people don't talk about this enough. Sometimes you think your neighborhood you're living in is great. But then you realize, they just not saying that this is the best we can do at this time, so try to avoid it. But it's the lines, it's like everything is so close, and it's like you right in the middle. And it's like everywhere you turn is something crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, a lot of people
you move to the neighborhood and it's a dope house, like 2 houses down. You didn't even realize that before you moved in the neighborhood. But now you stuck in the lease agreement now. You know what I'm saying?
People crazy. Be coming up all times of night, kind of just traffic all through your neighborhood.
Man.
And it's like a lot of people, they seem like they are just normal working class, but sometimes you got to be blue collar, regular, and you got to have an illegal hustle just to make it today. Everybody's scamming on the side. I do a little credit card fraud here and there or whatever the case may be. And then when your kids see, hey, it's blue collar living, then it's and then this is the dude who stays 2 houses next to us. He got 3 Corvettes. I want to do what he doing.
For real.
Blade, ready to die.
But yeah, it's and then a lot of times when you're working and going to work, you're going through that pattern of going to work, coming home, going to work. sometimes that neighborhood that you in, you got to be able to have the awareness of what's going on around you. You know what I'm saying? Because you could be in the belly of the whale, but if you're not paying attention, you don't even realize that. But your kids have to go out on a bus stop. They the ones that have to go to the store or something like that. And sometimes, man, you can just go to the gas station and just be at the wrong place at the wrong time. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like Jerry Jones, man. You know, wrong place, wrong time, man. To go down, man. You know what I'm
That wasn't his choice.
saying? It wasn't his choice. But yeah, man, parents, be aware of what neighborhood that you're raising your kids in. You never know. Don't sleep on that. Cause a lot of times, I don't know what happened to Junior. I don't know how he got involved in it. Dude, you lived in the belly of the whale. What'd you expect? You know what I'm saying? I mean, you live on Marshall. You live on Wolf Street in the 90s. What you expect is going to happen? You know, you stay on 21st Street. You know what I'm saying? What do you think is going to happen? It ain't like that now. I think they about gentrified it now, but
Yeah.
I can imagine like in the 90s, man. And then you can't even afford to live. That's the only where you can afford to live is there. You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty tough. All right, pick one. You got 3-6 Mafia or Bone Thugs and Harmony?
Bone Thugs and Harmony were really unique and original, but I gotta go with 666. They're close to us, those Memphis natives.
Yeah, I like Bone Thugs. They had some nice little beats. They had some songs too, but I had to go with my dude, DJ Paul, baby.
That's crazy.
Beats, man. Yeah.
And they was putting out.
Pat, man.
They put out so many albums and stuff like that. They were just doing it.
Underground stuff, yeah. And then 3-6, like I said, if you from the South, I mean 3-6 is like was major. Yeah, right after No Limit, you know what I'm saying? Well, Tear the Club Up came out, was in junior high, was about 8th, 9th grade, something like that.
Yeah.
And that man, boy, they just had a run. They had a long run, man. About the same about No Limit.
Exactly. I mean, if when you think about it, it wasn't just a label; they were all a group. You know what I mean? And groups don't stay together that long. I mean,
they kind of fell out and fell in a couple times too, though.
But they made a lot. Of course.
They
but
did.
They still made a lot of albums, more than any other group. More albums than New Edition, more albums than Destiny Child together when they were together, not Beyonce herself.
I think that's what. I think that's what made me be a little bit more consistent. As I used to like DJ Paul used to always put out stuff like if he wasn't putting out a CD with 3-6, he was making his own music, putting out CDs. Then if he wasn't doing his, he was making beats for somebody else. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think I always been drawn to dudes like that, kind of like him and Tila, and like dude to make the beats for No Limit, KLC and Moby Dick, all them dudes. Super consistent, man. Most producers are super consistent. I was seeing that when I was younger. Like, man, dude, always making beats for everybody, man. But Bone Thugs was cold too, though, man. When they first came out, they rapping fast and stuff. To Twister came out, but
singing, harmonizing. It was kind of artsy.
What's your favorite Bone song? What do you think your favorite Bone song would be?
I don't want to sound.
What do you think is that Bone and Biggie? That's the one.
Notorious Thugs. I really like the rapping on that one, and I don't want to be too mainstream, but I really like Crossroads. I like Body Ride. I like, but I didn't like the first of the month. I didn't like.
I remember that song. I didn't like it, but it made. I think they made a song to get stuck in your head. If I could teach the world, if I could teach the world. It was so corny, but when you listen to it just for a few minutes, it gets stuck in your head. You just ride down the street. You say, man, why can't stop saying it? But 3-6 though, them beats though, man. And he used to always chop up their verses in the song too, man. That's what.
And there's something I can do. I can do a top 3 like Bone songs that I personally like. You know, what I mean, some mainstream. Some not popular.
3-6.
But 3-6, I can't. You know, it's be hard for me to give you a top 5.
They got so many CDs.
And it's so many songs I just listen over and over again. You know, Project Peck 10 by himself. Like, you know what I mean? So, and I can't do that. And that's probably why I chose 3-6, because I can't really do that with them.
3-6 was it. So the temptation young men face when dealing with women. I think we kind of seeing that in the news now, right? A lot of times it's always the dudes get beat up saying that they jumping on the women, not jumping on the women, but like, getting the women pregnant, but they don't realize there's women out there that get men trapped too. You know what I'm saying? Think about that
Well,
NBA player. He's what, 20 something?
When they do this stuff, right? It's a bunch of deadbeat baby daddies, bunch of deadbeat men. Like who are these men, these deadbeat men getting pregnant? You know what I mean? These women are getting consensually pregnant. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you don't magically get pregnant. Yeah.
Like he got 3 baby mamas already. And you're gonna be number 4. You know what I mean? It's just crazy to me. And the same thing with dudes. She got 5 kids, 5 different baby daddies. And I'm just gonna kick it with her a little bit and she's not gonna get pregnant. Sir, 5 strikes. She got pregnant 5 times.
And then we talking about with temptation, right? That's the temptation. You try to hedge the bet. Like, okay, if I protect myself, if I make sure I don't, because when you know how dudes is when you meet a girl with kids like that, you meet a girl, you 22, she might have like 4 or 5 kids. You like, man, if I cough, she gonna get pregnant, man. So I gotta be super careful. And some dudes still, in the same room. Some dudes still roll the dice and lose. They still roll the dice and lose. You know what I'm saying? So, but I was thinking like, what's that one? The NBA players, Jalen Green. Got done here by Drea, I guess that's her name.
Yeah,
woman like almost 40 years old, and he like 23, something like that, 24, 20, something. He in his 20s, something like that. You know what I'm saying? She almost 40.
Yeah, I mean, she did it 3. She did it. She got a baby by Future, another basketball player.
Man,
so she got 3 millionaire baby daddies. That's just like that lady Matt Liner got pregnant. Like who she got pregnant by? Like, who she get pregnant by? The new dude. I don't know. I don't care.
So here's the thing, right, about this, right? The temptation, right? I was telling the wife this. We was riding in the car the other night, but I was telling her that there are a group, not all women, there are a group of women that they are wired a different way. And you hope that you don't meet these kind of women because these are the kind of women that dudes they can't handle. If you've never been to the circus and seen the tricks, they got all the tricks and they wired that way. And if you ain't never been to the circus, they don't even pull out the whole bag of tricks on you. They just put a couple of tricks on you and you stuck. You don't even know because you don't get that. You know what I'm saying? And a regular woman don't operate the same as they do. You know what I'm saying? They just don't. And I told her some dudes don't even meet these kind of women at all. And some dudes, you luck up, you stumble up on one, and it could change your whole life. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like I've never been to the circus. You know what I'm saying?
And you get, and that's the thing. So that's the answer to the question I'm about to present. So why are all these millionaires messing with the same group of women? This in particular woman got 3 millionaire baby daddies. A lot of women in the world have never met 1 millionaire.
Yes.
And she get 3. So, and those guys be talking, and they talk to each other. This woman is 40 and can out.
Good point.
She's got more weapons in the arsenal than a woman who's 23. He don't want no 23-year-old when he's experienced what this person has that at 40. So that's why these certain women and these certain groups keep getting these athletes, millionaires, ball players, or successful businessmen, and they competing with each other to get these people that you say got high body counts.
So here's the other side of that too, right? The other side of that Rubik's Cube is 2 things, right? One is, did he realize that this woman has kids? He had to. There's no way, because the kids are his age. I think some of them are his age.
Yeah.
She's been dealing with these guys. So what happened that she was up there dealing with those guys that she come down and deal with like a 20-year-old? You see what I'm saying? So
I mean, he probably the weird thing is he probably inquired about her. I mean,
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
you
That's what I'm
need
saying.
to-
What made the information? Sometimes you don't have the information, or you bypassing the information that's right there in front of your face. You see what I'm saying?
I mean,
She
that's
only
her
mess with
resume.
millionaire. She only mess with millionaire guys. She only get pregnant by millionaire guys. The information is right there in front of you, but somehow
I mean,
you
that makes you
bypass
want
it.
to get it. Like, what? You know what? She's this. She's got to be doing
Yeah.
something. He found out what she was doing, and he liked it.
Oh
So,
yeah.
if he like it,
yeah.
I love it. So, I'm all. I don't care about the ages. I'm all about people
No, I'm
being
talking about
happy.
being smart. You're about being smart, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, she gonna take you for everything you got. She gonna get you, bro.
Well,
Just
I mean,
give it up.
you know,
In a minute. She gonna get you in a minute. Just know it's coming. It
But
seems
then
like
it's the
happy
thing
times
that,
right now, but it's coming.
and you got to make decisions like, well, what do I do? Do I date her and do the child support route? You know what I mean? Just pay the child support, or do I marry her? Blah blah blah. But then you save money on the short term by marrying her because y'all together. You don't pay child support when you marry. You just support her.
How strong does he have to be with Shakira?
You lose. Long term. You subject to lose half your everything.
So the last part before we'll move off this slide is how many, if you could, when we was in our 20s, what percentage, if you can say that, if you want to say that, what percentage of women came at you versus you coming at them? I think this don't get talked about enough. I talk to my wife about this all the time. Go ahead.
I was handsome and I'm a hunter, but I was like, man, about everybody like 5% came to me, maybe 10, but everything else was all me.
Yeah, I think it
Like
was for me. It's
90%.
like a balanced approach. I was kind of like Mike. What was that? What's his name? I kind of like Mike Marsh, man. Not Mike Marsh. He more aggressive. What's my dude name? He was like Steve Washman. I had him more balanced, but when you had like having a car with the rims and stuff, that brings about a different kind of attention. Being tall, another kind of attention. You know what I'm saying? I would say probably like about 5% would really be aggressive and probably come at me, but then I'll probably say another 10% they wouldn't come at you, but they'll put themselves in the way. You see what I'm saying? Like they'll put themselves in the way. They want you to notice them and come at them. You see what I'm saying? But it's just you gotta have the awareness to say, wait a minute, is she trying to? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So,
But if they made themselves available and you had to still initiate that to get that I mean, I consider that, you know what I mean?
I mean, like I said, I remember his family used to ride around in Monte Carlo and a girl be like, yeah, go ahead, pull over, man. Go ahead and come get my number or something like that. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't even, we was just in the car just chilling, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
it happened just like that. But they don't get talked about enough. And I think we're going to talk about this one time. Like, I need to get somebody here that went to school, went to college, like how overwhelming college is. But I think I was trying to tell Leroy, like, dating in college versus dating as an adult. Like, when you get out of school, high school, and dealing with in the corporate world, it's a totally different animal. When you're in college, it's just about entertaining, hanging out, entertaining each other, laughing and joking. Man, when you're dealing with grown women, man, it's a whole nother game, man. It's a whole nother world. So I was like, I need to get this a whole new world, man. Like being in the NBA for real. But let's to the next slide though, man, because they're pretty funny. But yeah, we gotta talk about that. Like I think wife was asking me like the it's not a temptation, but being on your own for the first time. I think we're gonna end up doing something like that. Like, what is it like to be on your own for the first time when you gotta pay your bills and everything? How overwhelming that could be, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It was different, going from being married to being like kind of like on your own again, the whole thing.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody no opinion, ideas to bounce off nobody's head. And it's just like, it's just you just pay the bills.
Yeah.
I just put my stuff on auto pay, so.
Yeah. So you just go right into the next slide. Nice transition. How much, this is for the kids out there, how much does it generally cost to run a stable household for regular people? What you think?
More than
5 to 10K?
But yeah.
Huh?
More
1 to
than
2K, 3 to 4K? Yeah.
I mean, you can, it depends on what you want. luxury items and stuff like that. You can really trim the fat
Yeah.
and probably, I think I had $300 just in expenses. You know what I mean? Of
Yeah.
stuff I don't really need. I can
Yeah,
do
I'm
that.
talking about like
Once I
if you
consider
just
the mortgage or anything like that. So
yeah. If you did the Dave Ramsey thing and live off less than what you make and you just the necessities, like, lights, water, gas, cell phone, maybe cable, you work from home and need the internet. I mean, that could be almost $800 right there.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You want a car, you know what I'm saying? Car note, that could be another $300 or $400.
I'm going $1,000 bare bones. Just
What, no car, no nothing? Just living in an apartment? Because some
uh,
apartments, the rent is more than $1K.
yeah, I mean, like
Right?
I say,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean,
That's
so when
pretty.
your rent is 1,500, like 1,300, like most people is,
Man, that's insane, man.
that bumps
That
you
ain't
up
funny,
in
but
the
it's crazy,
2,000,
man. That's a freaking
2,000,
mortgage. That's two mortgages.
that's $2,000, exactly. That's
Yeah.
$2,000, just to kind of live. And then I didn't, on this one, we don't have a partner.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm
In
trying to
this
get kids to
scenario,
understand this. You want to move out the house, you tell your mom, I want to move out the house. I'm grown. This is what
oh,
grown look like.
you want
This
to
is what grown
live,
look
and you
like.
know where you want to
Yeah.
live, because you saw your
Yeah.
cousin apartment. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, she live right here. Yep, that's 1,400 a month. You know what I mean? You just got a 1 bedroom. That's 12.
And that's just the rent. That ain't utilities. That's not like buying toothpaste, cleaning supplies for the house. None of that. We talking about just the rent. You know what I'm saying? It could be $1,300, $1,400. And that ain't even for the best apartment. That's like middle of the road apartments, you know what I'm saying? You might not have the roaches and stuff, but it might be like, you know what I'm saying, mildew outside on the brick or something like that, you know what I'm saying? The grass don't get cut probably like you want it to. Like, but being to run a stable household, I'm probably gonna say at the end of 2K, probably into the 3, probably something like that. I'm talking about just necessities. You
Yeah.
don't think so? You don't think so?
No, man, maybe two.
The end of 2, I'm thinking like 25 and up, like between 25 and 4. Because it can
Yeah,
fluctuate.
I can
Because
go
utilities
there.
fluctuate. Because you think about utilities, some people got some utilities. They paying $400-$500 for gas, man. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's pretty crazy, you know what I'm saying? So, man.
But then they will offer you a job. Will offer you with a smile, and you
Yeah.
gotta thank them for the opportunity to make $8 an hour, $10
That's why
an
you gotta
hour.
get your skill up. If you make $8, that means your skill. They paying you for your skill level. That means you need to get your skills up $8 an hour. Cause most $8 an hour job, you be like pushing carts. That's not a high skill job. You know what I'm saying? Pushing
Yeah. Now,
carts.
okay. Now, what are we getting paid? High skill. We're talking about the minimum job. Like, if you're living, we're talking about the minimum of living is 25. You say 2,500. So we're talking about the minimum
You can
wages
still.
that they will give you.
You can if
So
you
now
can.
we're gonna talk.
That's
We're
what.
not going to
Go
talk
ahead.
about the minimum cost of living, and we're talking about the maximum pay. I'm talking about the minimum pay that you can get. They would want to pay you. They will pay you $8, $10 with a smile, and you better be thankful. You got to still interview for this job,
But if you making
and you need 25 minimum to live. And they're
if you
not
making
giving you
$8 an hour, if you making $8 an hour, $2,500 to live is not even in your range.
So that's what, like I said, that's what we're talking about.
Yes.
So that's why you
Yes.
want to develop those skills and
For
put the
sure.
time in when you have.
But even if
have
you
the-
make even if you made an extreme amount of money, you don't have to have your budget 10K to run a stable household though. If you just want to blow that kind of money.
But they're gonna do that. I mean, even if
most
you
people
have
gonna do
one
that. Yeah,
smart
you're right.
person, they're gonna marry a person that wants to live that 10K lifestyle.
Yeah.
So you
You making 100,000? What are we doing? You making 100,000 a year?
Yep. You gonna hear that? Well, I think we didn't have that when we first got married. We got it now.
Man.
You know what I mean? So,
You got to talk to her like Dane Rand. Well, we're gonna live off less than what we make. What do you think about that? I don't give a rip what you think.
So
Yeah, you gotta listen to Dane Rand. He's a pretty funny dude, man.
and so women got to
good.
think about this. And like, if you got a high earning man and he's gonna set a standard that we're not gonna live in excess or abundance. You know what I mean? We're gonna save money. We're gonna only go on one vacation a year, and you're seeing the bank account. You know how much money y'all have, and this man is talking about we're gonna go on one vacation. You know what I mean? You saved 10. You saved unused 10 grand in 3 months on the side.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And he's telling you you can't go on a vacation. And you know your sister man don't make as much as your man, but she's every time you see her, she on a vacation. So you know how you gonna deal with that?
Yeah, but yeah, man. Because so last thing before we get up out of here, what you think about the Jake Paul Tyson? Because I ain't get a chance to ask you about that because we've been busy. What you think about that, man? You think Tyson? I heard an interesting take. I'll let you go first before I say it though.
Like I said, I think I spoke about this earlier, but what do you want to do? I mean, it's Tyson's chance to make a really good payday. He really he's the one with the most to lose, reputation wise. But you know, you get knocked out by Jake Paul or he goes the distance, he still get a couple $1 million. You know what I mean? You know, boo boo boo.
Yeah.
You know, who cares about the respect? I don't think he had the chance fighting. Jake doesn't have the killer instinct and the years of experience. I mean, muscle memory alone, he probably, because he's a professional, you know. So I think it's no contest, fighting. I think it's a good opportunity for Mike to really get some money.
I was watching Joe Budden, the Joe Budden podcast. Shout out to Joe Budden, and he said that it's hard to bet on Tyson because it seemed like a business model that they doing. It almost seemed like they're doing like some WWE kind of stuff, but they doing it in boxing though. That's what it kind of like what he's building. So it's like, is this even a real fight or is this something theatrical? Would it be on Netflix now? You know what I'm saying? Is it even a win or loss if you win or lose? I mean, you know.
Listen,
and then I said on the sports podcast I did this week, people think talking about Mike Tyson 57. Okay, he not lightning fast. He regular people fast, but he's still fast. He just regular person fast, but they're still fast. When you watch his old training videos, he'll hit the punching bag so fast your brain can't register that he hit the punching bag 3 times, but like he hit it 2 times. Now you see him hit somebody 3 times. You see it hit somebody 3 times, but it's still fast though. You know, being in the ring when he hits you 3 times.
You know what I can see? I can see cars going by on the freeway when I'm standing on the sidewalk. I can see it. Yeah. But can I get across that street?
Right. Exactly.
You know what I mean? And then if that car hit me, it's gonna feel like the car hit me. And that's what what you got with Mike Tyson. But didn't George Foreman win a title at 40?
The only dude that stopped Mike Tyson was Lennox Lewis because he had a really long arm. Because Lennox Lewis was 6'6".
Yeah.
How tall was Lennox Lewis?
Yeah, he about 6'6". But
and I want to fight Tyson. He's not going to get that close to me.
No, another thing too with Mike Tyson, and then like Paul is younger and he can run around more, but the experience, he knows how to box. This man's been boxing longer than this other child's been alive.
If you can't jab, if you can't keep him outside of your body cavity, Mike Tyson, he's gonna get inside. The only reason Roy Jones was able to keep Mike Tyson off of him was because he kept jabbing him, like keeping him back. I don't know if Jake Paul got enough reach like that because Roy Jones got some long arms too. You know what I'm saying?
Footwork. I've seen,
footwork definitely.
I seen Conor McGregor, like basically box a guy that was like twice his size, but it wasn't his speed and wasn't in his hands. It was his footwork. Got him out of positions. He couldn't get cornered because he just knows how to move his feet and move his shoulders And that's what Roy Jones know how to do. And they do it off instinct. He just knows where Tyson is. He knows where he is. He knows how he's standing. And I don't think Paul has enough ring experience to be like that. And if they were really fighting Mike, and if he tried to actually fight Mike could hurt him really badly. But I don't think it's a fight like that. I mean, because like Floyd, whenever he fight, you know what I mean, these exhibitions, you know, he's not going all out, you know, so he's not gonna kill the dude, which he could. They're gonna do their thing. They're gonna make some money. It's gonna be entertaining. It's gonna be some good blows. You know, he might. I think it's gonna be scripted that Mike goes down once. Maybe it's a slip or something, and maybe you're gonna have.
It's a business. It's not a fight. It's a business.
One or two big blows on, you know, Paul, or maybe a good body shot that you can see where Mike Tyson really hit him because his body gonna turn red. Other than that, I don't expect anything.
And it seemed like he training right now. I don't think the Roy Jones. It seemed like Mike Tyson was. What am I trying to say? He wasn't as ripped up, you know, as he could have been. Both of them kind of looked like they were still kind of soft. They weren't like ripped up like they would be if they was training for a box. But it's like he training for real now. It's like Mike not training for real.
But he was training before this too. You know what I mean?
But when somebody training for months, he get ripped up. But it seemed like he had the gut. You know, he's like he wasn't tight as he would usually be. But I don't know how tight he gonna get at 57 though. You're not gonna get like super ripped up at 57 unless you're on that balcony.
But guess what? Having a tight body means zero. Look at
muscle. I'm talking about muscle wise.
No, zero means nothing because look at Deontay Wilder, chiseled tight body versus Tyson Fury, whatever that is.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, Tyson Fury do like a dude that sit at the bar. He do like a dude.
Look at for instance, Ngannou as well. You know what I mean?
Boy got knocked out.
Tyson Fury is a boxer. He's been boxing all his life. He's got the body, the way he moves, the way he positions his body. He anticipates you where you're going to be in your footwork. And then, like I say, with Joshua, those dudes are just professional boxers, and that's what you get. You know what I mean? Francis is a fighter. He can probably fight a lion. You know what I mean? Or a bear.
Would you fight Tyson for millions? For like 50 million? Would you fight Mike?
I'll fight anybody.
You fight for 50 million?
Yeah.
So I'll take a hit. I'll take a hit for the family. Like y'all can live comfortably for the rest of y'all life. I just gotta fight Tyson.
If people have, you give me a baseball bat and a couple men with tranquilizer darts, I'll fight a bear. So long as when it get on
more than baseball bat.
No. Long as when it get on me, y'all shoot it. You know what I mean? When it look
that's the thing, though. He can hit you with one swipe. The bear can hit you with one swipe.
Yeah, but that's the chance I'm taking for that money. You know what I mean? Yeah. So if you have me if I fight Tyson, of course. You know what I mean? You know, everybody's got a price. You know.
All right, guys, we finna get ready to sign out. Thanks for watching episode 101, Thinking Game. Hit us up in the comments. Let us know how we doing. Let us know what you like to hear us talk about. Anything you want to say before we sign out this thing, bro?
I appreciate y'all.
Appreciate y'all, and we'll be back in a minute.